It is time for the entertainment news, but you know how we do. We like to check out the headlines before we dive into the juicy details. So are you ready? Let's go. Juliet Ibrahim reveals the celebrity she has a crush on, or stay away from my man, actress Nkechi Blessing once. Pastor's wife, Megan Good, criticized for wearing bikini gobe. Police seized Pastor Fatu Ibo's passport. Nick Cannon calls Steve Harvey a failed father, and Man United training ground sign reads, Pogba Out. Are you ready? You're welcome back. You're checking out a fresh edition of What's Up on TV, the entertainment news actually on What's Up on TV. Zdon Paporella is my name, like you know already, but if you don't know, I'd like you to know. Well, we just checked out the headlines and it's time for us to dive into the details. So are you ready? Well, Ghanaian actress Juliet Ibrahim has been in the news for several reasons lately. If she's not emceeing an event, her ex is actually trying to win her back and she's saying, no, I think it's too late. Well, Juliet Ibrahim has actually revealed that she has a crush on an international celebrity. She actually talked about how she hasn't been lucky with men, how she has dated a couple of men, and one of them an entertainer, and she has had issues with those relationships. But right now, Juliet Ibrahim has her eyes on one very, very international eye candy, ladies and gentlemen. Juliet Ibrahim is crushing Chris Brown. Wheezy. Well, what can I say, man? It is okay to dream. You can dream. Dreams do come true. You know how it is. After all, you know, they say for dream, if you dream well, they say beggars will ride horses. Well, what can I say? Juliet Ibrahim actually likes Chris Brown. She has actually tried to send him DMs. No, this woman is not afraid. She's not too shy to shoot a shot. She has been shooting the shot, sending DMs, and she can confirm to us authoritatively, say Chris Brown need a check in DMs because she never gets any response. Well, Aunt Juliet, well, have you looked at those music videos in America? Maybe you should take a look. Maybe when next you go to America, just take a walk on the streets, you know, of Los Angeles and see chicks on that street. All these chicks want Chris Brown. And all these chicks, they are fine. You know, if you begin to explain them. You know, when you reach America, you go see girls that way fine. You know, if you explain their beauty. You know, if you describe how they're fine. You see these girls, also girl, Carrie, how she be? She fine. I don't know how to describe that fine. You go see fine people, fine, fresh. You know, yeah, what would they be? All fresh, phone filter, all fresh. Go see the people who are fresh, the real fresh for real life for Yankee. As you see them, you go be like a phone, now you they look. Fresh people, natural fresh. It's not cream, it's not toning. No be tone, I just refresh this. Well, Juliet Ibrahim, let's not take this away from you. We hope that Chris Brown will see your DM, at least one of the many ways you don't send, and probably respond to it. And maybe you guys can at least have a date. It's not bad to dream, and we hope that at some point in time, maybe we'll see something happening between you and Chris Brown. In the news, yes, you all know her. All the guys and they water their mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, Nkechi Blessing, the voluptuous, curvy Nkechi Blessing. You must have seen her in some of those Yoruba movies. I was shocked when I found out that she was actually from the southeastern region of Nigeria. I used to think she was Yoruba because her Yoruba is so fluent. You know, when you hear her speaking Yoruba in those movies, you can almost think that this woman was born with a tongue. Maybe the first thing will come out from her mouth when they born her. Now Yoruba, dada, baba, me. You know, you never know dada she talk. That kind of person, na baba. You understand what I'm saying? You know, but we now found out that she was from the southeastern part of Nigeria, but that's not why she's here. We're not here to talk about geography. We're not here to talk about her curves. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not here to talk about the prank marriage proposal that she pulled on us about 2 years back. You know, this woman actually made us believe she was getting married, only for us to find out that she was actually pranking us. Okay? Now, what are we talking about? Okay, recently she had a baby. Beautiful, beautiful baby, by the way. Okay, we're still celebrating that. We still don't know who the baby daddy is, but I think she must have given us some sort of insight into who the baby daddy is. Recently, she shared a picture on social media via Instagram. She and a man engaged, sharing a passionate French kiss. You know, they were She says this is her man. His name is Mike Adeyemi. He's also an actor, I believe. I've not seen him in too many movies, but people seem to know him. Well, a lot of people actually are of the opinion that she's pranking us again, that the kiss na fake, na pirated French kiss. Well, that is not real. That probably some people thought it was a movie, that maybe she was in a movie or something, and the video was an excerpt from the scene, to promote a movie. But Nkechi Blessing is telling us and informing us, okay, that is her man. She don't stop there. She's warning Nigerian ladies, stay away from my man. Otherwise, as you follow my man, just put on for mind, saying a coffin will carry you come up from the relationship. Yes, you will leave with the coffin. And I'm not talking Undertaker style. I'm talking about real coffin burial. Where you say you enter the coffin, you go 6 feet. She's actually threatening blood and tears and everything if she catches you with her man. Okay? So ladies, please stay away from Mike Adeyemi. Okay? We all know about the rape saga. I mean, some weeks back, the internet and social media was agog, with this controversy of the pastor or the head pastor of Koza and involved in a rape scandal with singer Timi Dakolo's wife. And everybody was talking about it. Her name is Busola Dakolo. Well, a lot of people, after a while, didn't hear anything again and just generally concluded that the police had swept the case under the carpet. Well, reports making rounds right now is that is not the case. Our Nigerian police are working hard and you have to respect them and appreciate them. Well, listening to Frank Umba, the police and PRO, he actually said that they employed a strategy which they felt was actually proper. They said they decided to interview and talk to witnesses and other victims first before they brought the pastor himself for questioning. So the pastor was the last person to actually be questioned on this issue after they had gathered, some, reports and of course some level of evidence from other victims and other witnesses on different alleged rape issues or sexual assaults. They spoke with the pastor. And we also have it on good reports that they've seized his passport, his international passport. They went to his residence and they searched his house. They were looking for some incriminating evidence. We don't know what that is or what it is related to, but the police, it was reported, went to his residence and they searched the place. He was actually detained for about 2 days and then was told to bring sureties in the likes of civil service holders too, with properties in Abuja. I guess, that wouldn't have been any problem considering the profile of members of his congregation. He was out in no time, but has been told to report to the police station a couple of times in a week. Okay? He has to report regularly to the FCID in Abuja. Okay? Well, at least you know now that the case has not been swept under the carpet. Now, moving to the international scene. Nick Cannon actually labeled Steve Harvey, TV host, actor, entertainment entrepreneur, a failed father. Now, why did he do that? Well, Nick Cannon actually is not happy that Steve Harvey's 22-year-old daughter is dating Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, who is in his 40s with numerous kids and baby mamas. Well, according to Nick Cannon, if he found his daughter in such a relationship, he would consider himself a failed father. Speaking on whether he would support such a relationship, Nick said it will leave him heartbroken. I can understand the part where it's coming from, where your daughter is dating someone that she's just almost half his age. It's crazy, I mean, I think about half his age or more than that, Seth. But 22-year-old in America is old enough to make those kind of decisions for themselves on who they want to date. They are old enough to make relationship decisions and concise ones at that matter. So take Panadol for another person's headache. Wait, make your own pikin grow. May you see who you go date. Whether you go date underage, whether you go date inmates. Because sometimes, we have a way of being a little too hard with some of these criticisms. Love does not know age or barriers. Love can happen. It has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with status. It has nothing to do with some of these factors that we hold to heart. Love is love. When it comes to matters of the heart, well, there are no barriers. So we should be, very, very reasonable with our criticism. We should be objective and constructive with our criticism. Megan Good, wife of preacher Devon Franklin. You know Megan Good, man, the actress, beautiful, beautiful actress. You can see her picture on the screen right now. Well, she has reacted to criticism that was directed at her by a fan on social media. Well, this came after she posted a picture of her in a bikini. Beautiful picture, showing off all those well-accentuated curves, and all those, all those men that the guys and girls like to see. Because not only guys now, they look curvy women. Women are more obsessed with curvy women now than even guys. Why? Most especially the ones we no get, then they look whether okay, maybe this not this spec where me I go do. The ones we get, they look whether the other person own better pass their own, whether they will go add more. Do you understand? So it's really crazy. It has become an obsession for the women to stare, literally stare and glare at curvy women. Well, so the fan came out and told her that, oh, this picture looks really, really cute, but I think this is very, very inappropriate for a pastor's wife, okay? And in responding to her, or in responding to the fan, in her response, Megan Good actually said that you don't expect a pastor's wife to go to the swimming pool dressed, fully dressed, wearing boo-boo. Who they wear boo-boo go swimming pool? You don't understand? Or who go wear skirt and trouser suits, be skirt suits, go swimming pool, go swim. Now, what people they wear go swim, now go wear go swim. Somebody come ask, say, must you post the picture? Auntie Megan. Okay. As everybody they wear bikini, go swimming pool, go swim. You will be pastor wife, okay, you wear and go. Wait till be your plan as you post that picture. What are you trying to generate? Are you propagating the word of God? Are you expecting people to look at you and say, oh, Jesus is wonderful. Jesus is good. May they look you as you dress half naked. May they begin to tell God, say, oh, Matthew 7, chapter 10, verse 12. Auntie, as you post that picture, you stir up things that are contrary to the Bible. Because I can tell you authoritatively, which you know very well, that the guys looking at that picture were not thinking about Jesus Christ when they were looking at you. Make we stop there. All right, so the new sign at the Manchester United's Carrington training ground writes Pogba Out. I know a lot of you saw the headlines and you're wondering and thinking, did Manchester United do that? No, Manchester United didn't do that, actually. The fans of Manchester United did that. They changed the sign using spray paint. The sign originally says something different, okay? It actually talks about players not being permitted to stop and sign autographs due to the danger on the road. But because of a penalty that was missed by Pogba in the game between Manchester United and Wolverhampton some weeks back, the fans have not gotten over that yet. They're still very unhappy about it. So they went as far as using spray cans to spray Pogba out. Even after they screamed Pogba out literally throughout the rest of the game. Okay? They now went as far as using spray cans to write Pogba out on the Manchester United's Carrington training ground. My God. That's really, really sad. These are not happy times for Pogba, and we hope that things will get back to, normal pretty soon. There's been some serious racist rants, racial abuse against Pogba. The guy's been going through some really difficult times. And to think that Pogba really wanted to leave Manchester United, okay, before the season, he really wanted to go, but I guess due to some issues with the contract, he couldn't go. He was forced to stay back at Manchester United. Pogba, our heart goes out to you, and we hope that you come out of this soon. Please, Manchester United fans, we don't know whether or not will watch us, but we're hoping that some of you will see our show, at least via our YouTube channel. Please take it easy with this man. This man is going through a whole lot. Cases less than this, not as serious as this, have had victims committing suicide. So please, let's not get Pogba into a state of depression where he might feel the need to do some harm to himself. I know you guys will not want that. Pogba has served Manchester United. He has done, played his part in ensuring that Manchester United is where it is today. Please give him a chance. He won't miss penalty again tomorrow, okay? And with that, we draw the curtain on the entertainment news.